The Golden State squad coming through the tunnel earlier with the Warriors. And a happy Thursday evening to you folks. Hope you're great. And looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
And the Milwaukee starting five. They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo, James Harden out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Luka Doncic, and it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the center position.
You know, I think this is big for LeVert's confidence because the more he connects from distance, I think the more dangerous he'll become as a shooter and offensive player.
Outside Podziemski to the paint. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
Pass to Green. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. The shot by LeVert, no good. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. He's focused on what they need to do to stop James Harden, saying they need to be aggressive defensively without putting him on the line. Once he starts racking up the freebies, the game slows down, he gets into a rhythm, and from there, it's a domino effect.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Now here's Butler. A valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. Kuminga against Doncic. And here's Butler outside. And the Warriors miss again.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Green. The rebound by the Bucks.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Outside Curry. Lets it go from deep. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist.
Off a pass, Steph Curry. That one is always going in, or almost always going in.
Outside Butler. Outside Podziemski. To end the run. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. And Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
And he drops the first. Good on both. Here's Doncic. He came away with 14 points in his last game. Outside Curry. Now, if you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Kuminga against Doncic. Clock at 4. Second chance shot. Rebounded by Green.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Here's Butler. Rejected by Antetokounmpo.
Beyond his wingspan, Giannis's timing is what makes him a special shot blocker.
Count it.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
Hey, they had their chances, but they struggled from the line. It's so hard to win that way on someone else's floor.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the mind.
If you see yourself on the big screen, you know what to do. Bust the move.
Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. Taking a look at Golden State. They're hoping to break out from 8th place in the back half of the season.
Well, I think for Golden State, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing. It perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
Now here's Podziemski. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against New Orleans. Green with a screen on Harden. Podziemski. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Milwaukee leading by 5. Launches a 3. The shot won't fall. Curry with a steal. To the inside. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Harden. Doncic outside. Back to Harden. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, you got to bring more energy than this. Abdul-Jabbar is not going to be thrown off much by a little contact.
Now here's Butler. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. To the middle. Here's Podziemski. Oh, excellent D there from Harden.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Doncic finds Curry. Six to shoot. Kicks it to Doncic. Offensive board. On the wing, Curry. He's checked by LeVert. Curry against LeVert. Goes back up. Curry, no good. Warriors trail by 7. Here's Podziemski. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. And Clark, Giannis is an endearing player in many ways. Which one of his dad jokes is your favorite?
Tell you what, B.A., I can't pick out a favorite, but I love the fact that he's got such a great sense of humor and a sense of being comfortable in his own skin. That all comes out when he interacts with the media and fans. He doesn't take himself too seriously, and I think that's why so many people love him.
Here's Podziemski. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
Yeah, the half-and-half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Ooh, had a nice open look right there. Doncic has got 6.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Moody's checked in for Kuminga. The Bucks also with a sub. Morant, he's checked in for James Harden. Pass to Green. Butler with the ball. And here's Moody, guarded by Doncic. Outside Podziemski. Shot clock at 5. And there's the rejection.
Got to be aware of where Kareem is now. He's an intimidating, effective presence protecting the rim.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the Warriors can be sloppy with the ball. Coach Kerr said, I don't mind turnovers that result from trying to make the extra pass. It's the ones that don't stand a chance to get through that bother me. If we just hit singles, we have so many playmakers and shooters that it's all going to come out pretty positively. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Now here's LeVert. Back to Butler. To win the drought. That's good on the jumper.
You know, over time with hard work, Butler has become a consistent shooter, and yet his jump shot, I think, continues to evolve.
Here's Curry. 10-point lead. Antetokounmpo for 3. They get it again. Chalk up 2 there. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now here's Moody. His last outing, we saw him score 13. Butler into the lane. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
Butler not afraid of getting bodied up on the drive. I mean, he'll work right through that contact and finish at the basket.
Doncic with it. Moody defends. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Now here's Butler. Over Antetokounmpo. Jimmy Butler again. Butler's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Doncic passes to Antetokounmpo. Doncic with it. Give him 8. Outside Curry. From outside the arc. He buries it from 3. Curry's got his 2nd basket of the game.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now here's LeVert. And here's Butler outside. Drains the triple. 9 points in the game.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Morant, the pass to Curry. Driving inside. No good there. Great D that time from Podziemski. Here's LeVert. Oh, Morant with the block.
Oh, the energy Morant has is just insane. Using it there on the defensive end to swat the shot.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Outside Curry. Charity stripe shot. The Warriors pull it in.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Green in the post, hounded by Morant. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And now let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard and see the highest scoring teams over the last 10 games. The Bucks, number 1.
This team has been on an absolute tear offensively. It seems like they're able to find a shot every trip down.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Williams is checked in for Green. Santos comes in for Butler. And Payton is subbed in for LeVert. The Bucks also with a sub. Holmgren's checked in. Now here's Curry. 6 points for him. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Moses Moody. We're edging closer to the season's midway point. For teams still trying to find their stride, Clark, how do they stay positive?
BA, it's one of the hardest things to do. I mean, it's not easy at all. It takes a coach who really knows how to massage and motivate his players. And it takes a group of guys. Internal leadership within the team, I think, is critical when you're going through a stretch like this.
And that one falls to Curry.
When you talk about shot mechanics, Curry is as close as you can get to perfect. I mean, you can tell he puts a lot of work into that part of his game, and it pays off.
Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. And so Curry nails both of them.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Right side, Podziemski. Kuminga finds Williams. It's Podziemski on the wing, hounded by Morant. Outside, Podziemski. Shoots over Morant. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Milwaukee.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
That's good from Doncic.
One of the things that's really impressive about Luka Doncic is his continued growth. I mean, season to season, you see this guy working on himself, working on his mind, how he thinks the game and his body, and becoming a better athlete. That spells trouble for the league.
Dinwiddie, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Second free throw, no good.
Luka Doncic is a do-it-all player. I mean, he does everything for this team, including being a walking triple-double threat on a game-by-game basis.
Here's Dinwiddie. Williams grabs the board. Warriors trail by 13. There's 1:17 left in the opening quarter. Williams a screen on Morant. Here's Armstrong. Williams a screen on Morant. Here's Armstrong. And he can't bank that one in. Milwaukee leading by 13. Dinwiddie outside. Morant, the pass to Doncic.
Doncic, because he's so skilled and so savvy, he does a nice job forcing the defense into tough spots when they're guarding him.
He's made one and missed one so far at the line.
And you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
And he makes the first. Hields checked in for the Warriors. The Bucks also with a sub. Jackson is checked in. Doncic hits them both. There's 42 seconds left in the first. Moody passes to Hield. Williams a screen on Morant. Here's Hield. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Jackson outside. Back to Doncic. Holmgren with a screen on Kuminga. Inside. And Holmgren with the basket on the assist by Doncic. And the Bucks lead by 17. Pass to Hield. Over Morant. And the basket by Hield. Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for Milwaukee. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. We'll be right back with you shortly. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Bucks really take control here.
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Bucks. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
Oh, man, they were in total control, really doing anything they wanted. It was that level of dominance.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
On the floor for Milwaukee, we've got Kyle Kuzma. Ja Morant is out there with Green. Then there's Holmgren, and it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the center position. Kuminga's shot is off.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Kuzma. Kuminga pulls it in. Warriors trail by 17. And he lobs it up. Oh, Kuminga! Top for days.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Shots good by Morant.
And no one whips off the screen like Morant. Just so difficult to stay with him.
Armstrong passes to Williams. Payton against Kuzma. Pass to Kuminga. Count that bucket.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
And here's Morant. He had a 30-point outing in their last game against the Bulls in Chicago. Outside Moody. Here's Kuminga. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Kuzma. Back to Holmgren. Green with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And that comes off the assist by Green. Abdul-Jabbar's got 10 points in the game.
So few players still even use the hook shot, but I think it's a tremendous weapon when you can master it and do it right.
Down low. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Holmgren. Green, the pass to Morant. And the shot goes. Morant's got his second basket of the night.
Morant not afraid to get in there and play big, showing his toughness in close.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Make some noise and welcome out to your Warriors 16.
Milwaukee making some changes. Connaughton comes in for Kuzma, and it's James Harden in for Green. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Williams. To the middle. Here's Kuminga. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Well, Clark, as we know, player comparison is a popular exercise among fans and analysts alike.
Yeah, I've never really ascribed to that, but in this day and age, I think it's even more unfair to do so because the game has changed tremendously. I mean, three-point attempts and scoring averages are way north, in large part because of the pace of play. So the game has changed, and that means when you're comparing players, it's a little harder to do in a fair manner.
The first free throw is good, and the Warriors making a change here. Hield's checked in. Milwaukee making a switch here. Both free throws good for Kuminga. The Bucks leading by 18. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. A 29-point game for him in the win against the Bulls in Chicago.
And he was a monster on the glass. Really helped them control that part of the game.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Just 4 to shoot. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Launches it from deep. And it's Morant missing. Warriors trail by 18. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket. And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Now here's Morant. He's got 5. Lets it fly from 18. And that one good. And the Bucks lead by 20.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Here's Kuminga. 11 points for him last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Nice shot by Harden.
Harden has been lethal from outside for a long time. Add another to the career total.
Outside Moody. To the paint. Here's Kuminga. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Abdul-Jabbar. And the shot's good. Abdul-Jabbar's got 12 points.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Pass to Kuminga. Now here's Moody, defended by Harden. Now here's Hield. Inside, and stolen by Holmgren. Hield against Morant. Here's Harden. Guarded by Hield. Banked it in off the glass.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now here's Hield. Outside, Williams. Back to Hield. And the foul called on Buddy Hield. That's his first foul. And the league has made it clear, Grant. It sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, B.A., it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
Luka Doncic just checked in for Milwaukee. Curry comes in for Morant. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
First in scoring, first in rebounding, and they're the best passing team in the NBA. #1 in assists this season. That tells you a lot about the leadership and the attitude of this squad. No one player puts himself above the team.
And it's no secret the league is definitely more offensive-oriented nowadays. And they are the best of the bunch in following that trend, leading the league in points per game. Up top, Harden, defended by Podziemski. And here's Doncic outside. Podziemski grabs the board. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Green in the post. Holmgren's there. Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
Shooting 2.
That free throw misses.
There's always a spot for a guy like Draymond Green on your side. An incredible defender. He's unselfish offensively and a highly skilled passer.
And no luck that time either.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
And the Warriors shooting only 29% in this one. Not great. Pass to Podziemski. Back to Butler. Looking to win the run. And that's his third miss in 7 attempts.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Here's Doncic. And no good, trying to use the glass. And so it's Golden State with it. Following this one, they host the Trailblazers. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for Williams.
Coming onto the floor for your Warriors, number 00, Jonathan Kuminga.
LeVert goes against Curry. Pass to Butler. Shot clock at 6. The shot no good. Good D by Doncic.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 11. To the inside, and stolen by Green. Pass to LeVert. Back to Green. Deflected. Now here's Curry. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Chicago.
In total command of the offense. The passing was insane, especially when you consider how many points he put up. He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Outside Kuminga. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
That one on Doncic. And this will be his third and fourth free throws of the game here.
And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable at the line now, and he's getting better results.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Inside. Fades. Podziemski grabs the board. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Basket counts. LeVert's gotten his second bucket on the night.
What a tough make that was by LeVert. Refused to be denied, and great concentration.
Holmgren, the pass to Curry. And here's Doncic from behind the arc. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Doncic has got 14.
Picking up right where he left off. Hit 2 triples in the first quarter. Now he gets another to fall.
Pass to Podziemski. Outside Butler. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, you go back and look at the career that Jimmy Butler's had. Hard to believe that he was the 30th pick of the draft when he came out of college. You got to say that scouts kind of missed on that one.
Butler hits them both.
What I love about Jimmy Butler, there's a lot to like, but he brings it every night. His consistency and toughness and production, plays with passion, leads his team well. Love that throwback mentality of his.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 14.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
To the middle. It's stolen by Kuminga. 1:43 left to play in the first half. A nice shot by Butler.
You know, Butler is simply a winner. He knows exactly how to get himself going offensively.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there. We've got 1:23 left in the first half of basketball. Left side, Green. In transition. Here come the Bucks. The pull-up. And there's Doncic. That's good. On the assist from Antetokounmpo. Doncic has got 19 points. Butler passes to Green. 56 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Green with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Here's Butler. And again, it's Golden State.
Keep somebody on Butler. If you lose track of him, he'll nail shots like that.
Now here's Harden, defended by Podziemski. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Over Green. Abdul-Jabbar misses. Golden State has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
So far, he's made all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
Shooting 2.
That one's off. And he's good on the second. Milwaukee has gone 50% from the perimeter in this second, shooting 4 of 8. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Antetokounmpo surveys. Back to Curry. There's the 3. Rebounded by Green. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. Right side, Podziemski. Shoots over Harden, and no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Milwaukee with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a clear advantage on possessions. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, thank you, guys. Doc Rivers here with us now. Coach, you're ahead at the half. What was the difference?
We got stops. We were out running a little bit. And then we had great spacing against the zone. You know, listen, we started making shots. That always helps.
It sure does. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. And, folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look at the Western Conference standings. You got to be feeling pretty good if you're one of the teams at the top of your conference.
It's a huge confidence boost to let you know that they're doing the right thing right now.
As if you ever needed a confidence boost. You always think you're doing everything right.
Well, oh my gosh, look, who's talking? Are you serious? Ernie, you hear this?
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about you.
I tuned out a long time ago. Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Bucks.
Their offense may get the credit for the lead, but they've set the tone with their rebounding.
I give it the Shaq stamp of approval. They've been the schoolyard bullies today.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And the Bucks with the possession here. They've got Draymond Green, Jimmy Butler out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then it's Karis LeVert, and it's Podziemski in at the 2 guard. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Now here's Curry.
Oh, hey, how about big that? Time right there. Big time.
Woo! And he jams it home with authority.
Well, you see the toughness and the instincts of Jabbar. I mean, always a threat for these second chance opportunities.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Podziemski with it, defended by Harden. Pass to LeVert. Green with a screen on Curry. Here's LeVert, outside for Green. Now here's Butler. Clock at 6. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo. And Milwaukee shooting at about 51% for the game so far in this one. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Bucket. He's now 9 for 11 after that one.
Boy, Abdul-Jabbar just showing off that smooth offensive game he has. It's tough to handle his combination of size, skill, and agility.
Now here's Butler. Pass to LeVert. Green with a screen on Curry. Here's LeVert. Lays it up and banks it in. LeVert's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's Doncic. He's got 19. Knocks down the long J.
Even for Doncic, this is a big night in the scoring column, giving his fans their money's worth and then some.
And here's Kuminga for 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Harden. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Doncic. Excellent D there from Kuminga. The Warriors have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Now LeVert. Antetokounmpo covering. And here's Green from the arc. Knocks down the triple. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
You've got to respect Green at the arc. If he gets open out there, he can make you pay.
Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Doncic. And count that. 2 points and a chance for 1 more at the line.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Milwaukee shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. Pass to LeVert. Green with a screen on Curry. LeVert goes against Curry. LeVert, that's good. LeVert's gotten 4 this quarter.
Like the way LeVert controls himself, always under control, knows what he's looking for, takes his time, particularly when he's close to the basket.
Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe. And so Curry will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Antetokounmpo for three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Down low. Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Green showing you some real attitude on that throwdown.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 8 in the third. Doncic deciding where to go with it. And the Bucks miss again. Golden State has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Outside Podziemski. And here's Butler outside. Drills it from deep. Butler's got 19 points.
Seems to me like Butler is just always in rhythm and under control. His next shot is never far away.
Curry gets the bucket.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Small forward position. Here are the most dangerous outside shooters who continue to do damage and give defenses fits. Third is Luka Doncic.
And if you're trying to defend anyone on that list, you have a dilemma. Do you crowd the guy on the perimeter and potentially give up the blow-by, or do you give up the three?
Well, I think you've got to take the first approach. You got to get up into them. You can't give these guys any space to shoot the three.
Here's Podziemski. That one no good. Harden with the defensive effort. Pass to Curry. Back to Harden. 6 to shoot. Antetokounmpo inside. He's checked by LeVert. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Antetokounmpo. Lets a three fly. Curry, no good. Golden State has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Green with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Here's Butler. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 9 rebounds now. Here's Doncic. Ooh, the turnaround jumper. Count it. Doncic has got 27.
I think it's the in-between game, along with his savvy and ball handling, that separates Luka as a world-class scorer.
Pass to Kuminga. And here's LeVert. To the paint. Green, the pass to Butler. Now here's LeVert. Butler, the open look. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Butler's got 5 points in the quarter.
A big night for Butler. We've seen him as the guy on a finals team, and Jimmy can definitely carry your offense. No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Milwaukee.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
You know, they've been knocking down triples, too. They've continued to make the most of their opportunities from behind the arc as well.
That's good from Doncic. Doncic hits them both. Golden State is gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Pass to Butler. Back to LeVert. Outside Kuminga. Shot clock at 6. Left side Podziemski. Well, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. Taking a look at Milwaukee, they're in 5th place, right in the middle of the conference. Still time to improve that positioning.
Well, I think for Milwaukee, they've stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
Williams is checked in for the Warriors. Moody comes in for LeVert. Curry finds Doncic. And the Bucks miss again.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Antetokounmpo outside. Doncic passes to Abdul-Jabbar. No good there. That puts him at 9 for 12 in this one. Outside Moody. Fires the 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Doncic has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. To the middle. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist from Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th assist in this one. The Warriors have gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the 3rd. Pass to Kuminga. Williams a screen on Doncic. Doncic against Kuminga. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
He's hard to stop when given any room to operate at all.
He shot 5 of 6 at the foul line.
Second team foul. At the line for 1, Jonathan Kuminga.
Kuminga, no good on the free throw. Milwaukee has gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the 3rd quarter. And here's Doncic outside. The Warriors pull it in.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Pass to Podziemski. Green with a screen on Morant. Here's Podziemski. 3-pointer off the mark.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
Abdul-Jabbar's shot is good. Abdul-Jabbar's got 20 points.
Nobody does it better than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the paint. Magical, length, size, touch, unguardable inside.
Now here's Williams. No points so far.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Here's Curry. The shot is good. Doncic making the play.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
The Warriors have gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. Outside Kuminga. Williams a screen on Doncic. Kuminga the pass to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Podziemski. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 16th rebound on the night. To the inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Soft touch off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Now here's Moody. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. And rejected.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
And Giannis with the dunk. And that's a double-double for him now.
Curry really runs the offense well. Knows exactly the time to either shoot it or give it up to his teammates.
Kuminga against Doncic.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Back to Podziemski. To stop the run. And the layup is up and in. 6 points for him.
And you know he's finishing when he gets that close. Count it.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Doncic outside. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now here's Podziemski. He's got 6. And we've got 1:18 left in the third quarter.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
Antetokounmpo with it. Defended by Podziemski. Here's Doncic. Williams grabs the board.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams has got his first basket.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
Doncic passes to Curry. Puts up a 3. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Golden State has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. It's Podziemski on the wing. Back to Moody. Outside Kuminga. It's Podziemski on the wing. Pounded by Morant. Lots of room. And he drops that one in. Podziemski's got 8. And Curry's got the ball here for Milwaukee. The 3. Warriors with the rebound. Now Podziemski fires for 3. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for the Bucks. Moving the rock and looking for a shot, it's clear he's in a good rhythm. Back to the game after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court right now for the Bucks, Dennis Schroeder is out there with Ja Morant. Then there's Holmgren. Then it's Green. Jackson Davis with it. Back to Moody. 4-3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds in the game. Green against Payton. Green, the pass to Morant. Screen by Holmgren. Morant with it. Jackson Davis on him. And it's Morant missing. Down low. Here's Williams. Outside Moody. Payton passes to Moody. Here's Armstrong. He's covered by Holmgren. Inside. Here's Jackson Davis. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Morant looking for an opening. Green with a screen on Williams. Second shot opportunity, and it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Santos is checked in for the Warriors. Kuzma's checked in for the Bucks. Dinwiddie comes in for Schroeder.
One shot.
And really strong at the line since the break.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Here's Armstrong, pounded by Morant. Outside, Williams. Off the mark there with a three. The Bucks have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And Ja Morant with the three.
Yeah, Morant showing a bit of confidence knocking down that three.
Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Santos. To the inside, Armstrong. Rebounded by Kuzma. For Milwaukee, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Williams against Morant. The three ball. The shot that time not on target.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Here's Armstrong. He's covered by Dinwiddie. Armstrong passes to Williams. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul.
Here's a look at what's coming up for the Golden State Warriors. On Thursday, they'll defend home court against the Portland Trailblazers. Then on Friday, they'll start out on the road to play the Rockets in Houston.
And for their matchup with Phoenix, anything can happen in the NBA, but they'll be a heavy favorite, and it would take a total meltdown for them to lose.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Jackson is checked in. So he picks up just one from the line that time.
Rose with a keystroke, ego. Ask yourself, is that gonna bring you